It's 5 p.m. Good evening and welcome to Newsbreak on KU 92.7 FM, Benin City. First, the headlines. Edo government insists it will not allow workers and visitors without face masks into its offices. NUT in Edo to commence industrial action from 18th of January. Today's Extra Voices takes a look at how 2020 experience has shaped the culture of goal setting and New Year resolutions. On entertainment, Instagram suspends Tunde Ednot's account again. Details of this and more after this break. I'm Benjamin Kaduri. Now the news in detail. The Edo State government has insisted that it will not allow workers and visitors without face masks into government offices as part of measures to check the spread of the second wave of COVID-19. In a statement, the head of service, Anthony Okungbowa, said collective efforts is required to check the spread of the deadly disease. He urged workers to observe relevant safety protocols, including hand washing, social distancing, and encouraging others to do so. The Nigeria Union of Teachers, Edo State Wing, has directed all primary school heads and teachers to embark on an indefinite strike action effect from 18th of January 2021. The decision of the strike action was reached on Tuesday night after an enlarged State Executive Council meeting of the teachers held in Benin City. They said the Edo State government failed to meet their demands. Some of the demands include non-payment of the 2013 to 2015 promotion arrears of teachers in Oredo, Orionwo, and Ohunwode local government areas, among others. In a communique jointly signed by State Chairman of NUT, Pius Okoelegbe, and Assistant Secretary General Mike Modesty Itwa, noted that the decision was reached following the expiration of 21 days ultimatum and another 14 days ultimatum, which expired last Monday. The teachers urged parents to keep their children and wards from schools for the period the indefinite strike action will last. They also asked school heads, teachers, and parents to disregard any form of propaganda and blackmail against the lawful decision of the union. The Federal High Court in Abuja on Wednesday dismissed a suit that challenged the primary election that produced Governor Rotimi Akeredolu as the candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC in the last gubernatorial election in Ondo State. The court, in a judgment that was delivered by Justice Iyang Ekwo, held that the legal action, which was instituted by one Mrs. Olajumoke Anifowoshe, was statute barred. Justice Ekwo held that the suit was brought outside the statutory 14 days period the law allowed for the commencement of a pre-election matter. She therefore upheld the preliminary objection that Governor Akeredolu filed to query the legal competence of the suit. The Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC, says it has commenced the e-ticketing for train services on the Abuja-Kaduna route. The NRC Managing Director, Fidet Okiria, on Wednesday in Abuja said the process will be on test run for a week before its formal inauguration on January 20th. According to Okiria, the e-ticketing platform will guarantee orderliness in purchasing of tickets and address some major security challenges in the country. He said that the e-ticketing would also ensure that the database of all passengers boarding the train were captured in case of emergencies and for other purposes. With this, passengers are expected to check in with a government-issued photo identity card to receive their boarding pass. The Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has ordered the redeployment of 21 commissioners of police to new commands and formations across the country. This was disclosed in a statement by the Deputy Force Public Relations Officer, Aremu Adeniran. 9 of the senior officers were posted to head state police commands in various parts of the country. They include Adeleke Bode, Kebbi, Ali Janga Sokoto, Ngozi Onadeko, Oyo, Mohammed Aliyu, Enugu, Sikiru Akande, Cross River, Aliyu Garba, Ebonyi, Aliyu Alhaji, Adamawa, Nasiru Mohammed, Imo, and Ari Ali, Delta. According to the statement, the force public relations officer, Frank Mba, who is now a commissioner of police, is to maintain his position as the police spokesman. Other police commissioners affected by the redeployment are Philip Maku, SPU, Force Headquarter, Abuja, Ohikere Idris, Armament Force Headquarter, Abuja, Daniel Sukari Pedro, Commandant Police College Ikeja, John Amadi, Port Authority Police, Western Lagos, Haladu Rosamson, Border Patrol, FHQ, Abuja, and Abubakar Baturi, Airport Command. Also redeployed by the police boss are Yusuf Ahmed, Department of Operations, FHQ, Babaiti Ishola, Training and Department, Alexander Wanang, CMDT, Police Detective College, Enugu, Olofu Adejo, Counter-Terrorism Units, FHQ, Abuja, and Sadiq Abubakar, Peacekeeping, FHQ, Abuja. Adeniro noted that the redeployment of the police commissioners was with immediate effect. A former military governor of Lagos and Imo State, Rear Admiral Ndubisi Kanu, retired, has died at the age of 77. Kanu's associate and ally, Joe Okey Odumakin, confirmed this on Wednesday. The cause of his death could not be immediately confirmed. Kanu, who was appointed into the Supreme Military Council, headed by the late head of state, General Murtala Mohammed, in 1975, later became a human rights activist after leaving the military. He joined the pro-democracy movement, NADECO, and played a leading role in the agitation for the actualization of the annulled June 12, 1993 presidential election. Civilization around the world has been celebrating the start of each year for ages with goal setting and new resolutions. But how did 2020 experience shape this age-long practice? Stay here. Extra Voices comes with an answer in a moment.
In the ever-revolving world of news, one story becomes extinct the moment another major story breaks.
Market women don't know whether they be anything.
But with KUFM's Extra Voices, the story never dies. It just takes on a new life.
Market there's no water in the house. The toilet is not good.
We don't have any fashion in APC.
We bring you new angles and fresh perspectives to every story, no matter how old or remote.
There are a lot of educated people that are involved in politics nowadays.
We go a little beyond the surface to get you those extra details ignored in the rush for the news.
Now bridge, now we take the enters now.
Some don't die for inside.
We go beyond the lines to bring extra voices, not just for those making the stories.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
But for those affected by the stories.
I've lost one bag of rice. Documents.
So it's a real disaster.
With Extra Voices, we add new flavor to give fresh perspective and taste to an old story. Extra Voices airs every Wednesday and weekends on KUFM's major news bulletins.
The anticipations and hopes that come with a new year are very inspiring, and most people go on to set goals, make new resolutions. Like the beginning of every year, 2020 came with such high hopes for many Nigerians. However, many of those hopes, dreams, and aspirations never saw the light of day due to the disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and other unpleasant events. Now, 2021 is here. What lesson did 2020 leave behind, and how has it shaped people's perceptions about setting goals and making New Year resolutions? Well, that's KFM's Extra Voices first poster for 2021.
2020 remained like a dream to many people who kept on hoping that they will wake up to realities, hopes, dreams, and targets which they had set at the beginning of the year. However, it remained a wish as the year fizzled out in the most surprising way, leaving many helpless and hopeless. The coronavirus pandemic, the EndSARS protest, school closure, the sudden rise in exchange rates, and of course, double-digit inflation were all few of the experiences that left a sour taste behind.
Last year, 2020, there were resolutions and decisions, but not all came forth.
I had the resolutions for 2020, but I don't think I could do anything when it comes to the EndSARS, the pandemic and everything.
To be candid, I didn't achieve my goals for last year, not because of financial issues, but due to COVID-19 palaver. And to be honest, I'm yet to even recover from it.
I just started my business last year, so I think the major goal for me was to push it, make it more visible to people, so I'll be able to get clients. COVID came along and it kind of messed up everything.
But while many continue to pick the pieces from the 2020 experience, others like Oyeyemi Agosu, Damilola Akinpelu have good tales to share of how the 2020 frustration was a blessing in disguise for them.
In the beginning of 2020, I set up a goal to save up to get another accommodation, and with all the crisis going on with the COVID and everything with EndSARS, I was able to achieve that goal and get a bigger and better place.
In 2020, I was due for a 6-month course. My goal was to earn a good grade and possibly get an award at the end of the course in December. I finished well. I achieved my goal.
Last year, I actually set some goals. Thank God, I was able to achieve some of my goals despite COVID-19 disruptions.
For 2020, the only resolution I took was to become a better version of myself. And I'm happy that it came to reality.
Last year, 2020, I set several goals. Part of it was opening my business. I was able to achieve tiny little things, even if we had restrictions due to the old COVID and EndSARS.
I did set a goal and I achieved that goal. Even with the COVID and the EndSARS, I was able to maintain it and achieve it.
With the experience of 2020 and over the years, do people still perceive the New Year resolutions as a good practice or an old school fantasy?
I've learned over the years not to make resolutions. I instead prefer to take each day as it comes. Celebrate the small wins as well as the big wins. I found out that it helps reduce pressure to achieve goals, stick to resolutions.
You always set goals every January of every year. As far as you are a matured person.
I did. For some of us who actually do not have this mindset of doing New Year resolutions, we have targets that we keep aiming to achieve year in, year out. For me, no New Year resolution.
But notwithstanding the shortcomings of 2020, many are still hopeful that the year 2021 holds plenty of prospects than the previous years.
When it comes to 2021, if 2020 had taught us anything, is that every year is not a given. We don't know what will happen. So let's just say I've carried all my New Year resolution of 2020 to 2021. I'm hoping for the best because this is a year of new beginnings.
There are some goals that I was planning to achieve last year, so I've already carried them over for this year. So let's see how it goes.
We'll look forward to 2021 that things will work out perfectly.
Though the coronavirus pandemic that blighted the hopes of 2020 is back again with a second wave, there is perhaps light at the end of the tunnel with the announcement of a new vaccine. But remember, that is never an excuse to throw caution to the wind. For KUFM's Extra Voices, Blessing Asekume.
And on entertainment, Instagram has suspended the official handle of Nigerian artist turned blogger Tunde Ednut after hitting 1 million followers. Ednut rejoined the platform with another handle at King Tunde Ednut on 10th January. Top Nigerian celebrities, entertainers rallied support for his return on the social media platform. The Instagram celebrity's first official Instagram account at Tunde Ednut of over 2 million followers got banned after he reportedly violated the app's terms and conditions. Meanwhile, Nigerians have taken to social media, especially Twitter, to react over his suspension. And lastly, YouTube on Tuesday announced that Fireboy DML and 9 other Nigerian creators were among the 23 YouTubers from Africa selected to receive grants for the development of their channels. An official associated with the fund said the grants are from the global #YouTube Black Voices Fund. Managing Director, Imagine Markets, YouTube, EMEA, Alex Okosi, disclosed this in a statement in Lagos. Said 23 creators made up YouTube's inaugural class of Africa content creators and part of the 132 creators across the globe participating in YouTube's class of 2021. And that's the news. But before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Edo government insists it will not allow workers and visitors without face masks into its offices. NUT in Edo to commence industrial action from 18th of January. Cities Extra Voices takes a look at how 2020 experience has shaped the culture of goal setting and New Year resolutions. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play a part. Do not forget, you can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net or download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We're also live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us on radiogarden.com. KUFM Newsbreak was produced by Lebedum Asagwaram and Benjamin Kaduri. Thanks for listening. Good evening.
Wake up every day, feeling so down, need motivation. Turn on my excitement. 92.7, everybody knows KUFM. I'm in love with my radio. KUFM. I'm in love with my radio. KUFM. I'm in love with my radio. KUFM. 92.7 is my radio. Start up my day with a KU breakfast. Sure. Move to the KU midday. Sure. Radio Tori. Sparks Fiesta. KU drive time. And I wrap up my day with the KU night. KU FM. I'm in love with my radio. KU FM. I'm in love with my radio. KU FM. I'm in love with my radio. KUFM. 92.7 is my radio.
Admission, admission, admission. Franedge Montessori Academy, a renowned institution for qualitative and functional education, is right at your doorstep. Admission is currently going on into crèche, pre-nursery, nursery, and primary section. Come now and register that precious child of yours at Franedge Montessori Academy, a serene and conducive environment for learning at 5 Obasoye Street off Liberty Street between Ihama and Boundary Road, close to Micon Institute and Randeki Hotel, GRA, Benin City. This is an opportunity to be part of this awesome family. At Franedge, learning is always fun. For further information, call 081-795-49122, 080-657-10725, or call 080-603-35828. Choose Franedge. Choose qualitative education. Franedge, a center of excellence.
This is Charles Oporum, and you are listening to 92.7 KUFM Benin City.
I'm Benjamin Kaduri, and you're listening to KU 92.7 FM Benin City.
My name is Godslove Orlando, and you're listening to 92.7 KUFM.
I'm Soba Mark Pepple. This is KUFM 92.7.
My name is Omoye Ogbaide, and this is KUFM.
My name is Esther Mohammed, and this is 92.7 KUFM.
sugar, don't touch that dial.
KUFM 92.7.
Wireless NG provides fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. We are situated at number 5 Ramaya Kennedy Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, and our marketing office is at 70 Lowy Complex, Upper Road, Benin City. Our services are currently available in Benin and Lagos. You can reach us on our mobile 707-367-30125 or 080-788-79960 or on our website www.wirelessng.com. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
Please listen to this public announcement. The Association of Table Water Producers ATWAP Edo State Chapter wishes to inform the general public that due to the high cost of water production raw materials,